The great instrument of moral good is the imagination. Percy Bysshe. Hello everybody, today is December 20th. It's almost been a week after the tragic shooting, and as all of you noticed, it's pretty chaotic. And I think one thing that we need to remember is that we're all on the same side, and we're all trying to prevent tragedy. We shouldn't be looking to pointing fingers at like gun laws or, blaming the parents or anything like that. Know that there's always more than one solution. This isn't addition or subtraction. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. This is theory, and I think everyone makes a good point once in a while, but no one has it completely right. And I think we need to take each other's opinions into consideration. We can innovate a better idea and move forward and not hurt each other. And then hopefully everyone can be happy in the end. But we have to learn from tragedies like this before we can improve upon it. And hopefully in the future we won't have to deal with something so bad. And if you're looking to make a move to top that, you should know that you're being irrational and you're delusional, and you should seek help before you make anything happen, okay? Because being famous that way is not worth it. And you're gonna just be a monster to everybody. And if you want to be a monster, well, at least do something impressive. Not so, foolish, not so fucked up. Most people, they do things because they want to be remembered. And if you think about it rationally and reasonably, do you really want to be remembered for killing a bunch of children? Because I'm sure you wanted to make a different message, and I'm sure you wanted everything to be good and whatever was going through your head. But you somehow reasoned yourself to think that taking this gun and shooting a bunch of people was the right thing to do. I know it, because eventually you made that decision, and it is up to you in the end. And you have to think about that. And that's all I have to say about that. And today's episode is supposed to be addressing bullying. Now, a lot of things can happen when you're being bullied, and sometimes you're inadvertently the bully yourself. So what do you do in this situation? Well, if someone's bullying you, you kind of have to make a stand for yourself. You have to hold your ground and let them know that you don't want to fight. Because, well, fighting is not cool. I mean, fighting in competition and sport is what I've done my whole life, and I love it. But fighting on the street and fighting with random people just to pick on fights and show your position in society, it's not right. It's not how you prove yourself. If you want to show off your skills, well, do it in competition. Sign a contract. Make mutual rules. You can't sucker punch people and think you're tough. It doesn't work out that way, okay? And when you stand up for yourself, you want to avoid conflict as much as you can, but you also know there's one point where they go too far, something's gonna happen. But we have to prepare for those days, and you have to know and be secure with yourself, and you have to just be strong and breathe. And you'll get through it if you don't take it to the last level, which is, hurting someone. That's the last thing that you want to happen when dealing with bullies or anything like that. Now, I have a few lines written down about how to defuse the situation. Let's see. I'm not interested in fighting with you. That's the first one. I have nothing against you. If I had said something that offended you, I'm sorry. Apologizing is not a sign of weakness at all. And once again, even though you're verbally passive, you have to show signs that you're prepared for whatever may happen. And you have to keep your eyes on your opponent just in case they happen to try something. And you gotta keep your head moving. So if I'm gonna give you any fighting tips, it's gonna be now. And the first rule of anything is you wanna keep a certain distance. Look at how long their arms are. You wanna be able to stay out of that range. If they start shifting towards you, you have to notice their body language. Make sure that you're at a safe distance and your head is moving as soon as they make their move, if they do. Alright, and today's homework is to give a loved one a hug. And that'll be it for this episode.